The Dark Wizard, one of the 8 playable classes of Shining Soul 2, is the only class in the game to have 2 playable characters. Armor, or Bloodstar, is the base Dark Wizard, whereas the other one, known as is a secret character, unlocked after finishing normal mod with one of the characters. The secret characters has more starting stats, but also more movement speed, rivaling that of the ninja. The class, as for the other 2 mages, features access to Rod as a sole physical weapon, Meditate to regen SP faster, and 6 different spells. Morph is the most peculiar spell, as it turns you for a minute into a level-dependent monster form. While in this form, attack and defense from your equipment will be nullified and equipment set bonuses are turned off, but you can still benefit from additional effects. Outside of the spider form, which does poison damage, your monster form will also take the elemental type from your currently equipped weapon. Monsters won't attack you while morphed, until provoked by an attack, letting you trivialize a lot of monsters of the game. The other 5 spells are offensive and scale the damage with your intelligence. On the other hand, they don't check accuracy. Demon Breath, Darkness, and Drain do Darkness elemental damage, Venom does poison damage, and Dagger Dance does neutral damage. While multiple monsters resist either poison or darkness, there is a common type of monsters that resist both: undead. With a little more than 250 of those just in the main dungeons, it's a good idea to think about those. While they don't resist poison as much as darkness, you will still feel the need for neutral damage, either from Rod or from Dagger Dance. Both Venom and Darkness are AoE spells. Demon Breath is the most SP cost efficient of the spells, and Drain has the advantage of giving you HP back, but the return rate only becomes good with some investment. The Dark Wizard version of Rod Charge Attack is one single big hit. The 3 main ways to build Dark Wizard are physical, spellcaster, and hybrid. While the physical Dark Wizard might seem gimmicky at first glance, there are genuine arguments to build one. More on that in the equipment section. So with this build, you would want to invest into Rod, Meditate, because you will still lose a lot of charge attack, and you might as well pick Morph. A dedicated Morph build is possible, but it's a little difficult to pull off. You would want to invest probably into a lot of strength for damage, some vitality for survival, but I would suggest getting more intelligence than dexterity, since you would use charge attack pretty often and they have higher accuracy than normal attacks. The spellcaster build is a more standard one, with a major investment into intelligence for increased damage, SP cap and SP regeneration rate, only as much strength as needed to equip better armor, and a tiny bit of vitality, and you can pretty much forget about dexterity. As for skills, you want to invest a lot in Meditate, and optimally invest into 2 spell skills. One of these should be Dagger Dance. You could also get some level into Drain for the occasional healing. If you want to invest into 3 spells equally, it's also genuine. In this case, you would want Dagger Dance, and you might prefer Demon Breath plus Venom, as it allows you to deal 2 additional types of damage. The hybrid build would use Rod and Drain. Use Rod against physically weak enemies, and Drain when you need healing or are against high defense enemies. I still suggest picking Meditate. As for the other classes, the Dark Wizard has access to an equipment set comprised of rare dedicated rod, the Darkness set. This one uses physical damage and is locked to Darkness damage type. It has a 50% HP drain. This is 10 times what you can get in the game otherwise, and the only way you want to skip it is due to how difficult it is to get the pieces. but he also has a unique access to armor forged out of bone despite it being heavy, and he can even use the shield and therefore access to shield block. Now, while the bone-made armor are pretty good for him because of the superior defense, each piece will lower your dexterity, making it highly impractical for a melee or hybrid DaWie. But the Spellcaster build doesn't care about dex, so it's pretty good for it. There are some common sets that you will find along the game that provide a little bit of added intelligence when you get the set bonus. It's not much, but well, every bit helps. Starting from the Demon's Tower, you can get the Dark set, which this time also has an orb in it, so gives substantially more intelligence. One that's pretty good, but a little difficult to get, is the Royal set. The gun drops from this guy, while the gloves have to be forged with mithril, but they have the advantage of letting you use the Unlucky Hood glitch while retaining the potency. If you go into Advanced mod, you will get the Magic and Necro set as a higher version. The Kitty set is technically pretty good for its physical DaWie, but it requires a very rare random drops from Advanced mod, so I wouldn't count on it. The Eternal One gives you SP back based on damage dealt, so enables you to spam charge attack. The Shining Rod is pretty good for him, since undead are a problem for the Dark Wizard and they are susceptible to light damage. For the same reason, Chaos Rod at any tier are pretty good. The Nether Rod speeds up charging time, allowing you to start spamming attack early. The Soul Rod gives you 8 HP back, arguably far easier to obtain than the Darkness set, and also this one is neutral, so it might be easier to use depending on the enemies that you're facing. Now, if you use Rod for damage, the Silver Ring and the Stone Pendant Tempest Ring are pretty good. The Ancient Ring or the Ancient Charm in Advanced mod are pretty good for charge attack. This time it also applies to book spells. The Spirit Ring is a little difficult to get, but well, if you can get it, it's better.